He's telling Desmond, look, I have fallen in love and it is with the man. Desmond is like, yeah, let me look this up. Is this news? Desmond's not surprised at all. Like, this is his best friend and he knows him. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Just a Mom That Sims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for another Twist of Fate adventure. So, if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. I'm starting the episode out with Desmond today. He is the lead of our Twist of Fate Whim series adventures. So Desmond is in here cooking because he wants to have some Tomarang cuisine. So he is making a dish from home. He is probably feeling just a little bit homesick because he has not talked to his family or his friends. It has been about a week since the disaster that was his engagement party. The engagement party that he did not want, by the way. Desmond is probably just having some nostalgia. He definitely is missing his father and his best friend Jai. Why has he been dodging them? After spending about a week with Michelle and it ending in some forbidden woohoo. Forbidden because Desmond is engaged to the stoic but beautiful Harley. He had the engagement dinner. He and Harley woohooed in the engagement dinner in front of everyone. They thought that no one was watching, or Desmond did anyway, and that's what happened. So Harley has always had influence over Desmond with the woohoo, but we in no way blame Harley because Desmond is an adult, a regular age adult sim. He is in his mid 40s, and Harley is actually younger than him. Let's go down and see what our horses are doing. So he's going to come down and talk to the horses. Their fun is always doing pretty bad. That's what's going on. Like, we can't blame Harley because Desmond is his own man. He did ask Harley not to have any wedding events. He just wanted to meet at the Sim courthouse or with the Sim official who could wed them together. However, Harley is big on social media. She feels like everything should be connected to social media. She doesn't even think it's worth doing anything if it's not on social media. So would Harley even want to get married if she could not post about it continuously, incessantly? I don't know that she would, but I just don't see it happening that way. Talked about how she's not a bad sim, she's just stoic and a little bit opportunistic. Anytime her and Desmond have done anything significant, it's been posted to social media. There is something else that's happening. Desmond had asked Harley about meeting her parents. He told her he could not marry her if he didn't meet them. It's not as if they're estranged or anything. Harley does have a relationship with her parents. She doesn't talk a lot about them, but she talks about them frequently enough for Desmond to know that she does deal with them. So because she does, he wants to meet them. Desmond's headed back upstairs to authenticate this artifact. He can talk a little more. Then he's gonna go to bed. It is Love Day. Desmond has not done anything regarding Love Day. He has not been feeling in a loving mood when he thinks about his upcoming nuptials. He has been exercising a lot, and you can probably see it in him. He is getting pretty toned, and I can tell. But he's been exercising a lot because he's been very hesitant about the wedding. Desmond has found out that Harley has been planning a family dinner, which is another wedding event. Desmond is just at a loss of what to do. He doesn't want to hurt Harley's feelings. Would he be breaking her heart? I honestly cannot say yay or nay to that. We don't always know how she feels, but definitely Desmond owns this beautiful hotel that we're looking at. Look at this hotel. It's Hotel Tranquility. He also has beautiful views at the hotel. He has all types of guests, including famous Sims. And no, I don't have the Get Famous pack. But celebrity Sims come to visit him. You should go back and watch the mini episode of Desmond and Michelle. They had not seen each other in 18 years. And she came to the hotel. Really, her grandmother tricked her into coming. They were having a conversation and Harvey showed up. So he still is not sure as to why she left him at the altar. Desmond is back up. He's just going to get ready for his day. Desmond's going to enter competition this morning. Expert level with his horse Sandy. Then when he comes back, he'll enter another one with Frosty. He's really trying to get Frosty medaled some more. Oh gosh. We'll clean this when we get back. because he's going to sell Frosty. Sandy is his horse, but Desmond raises horses is good because the people who stay here can get out and ride the horses down the beach. It's a part of the resort excursions that he offers. Desmond goes to the competition. We'll pause. Desmond got a gold medal with his horse Sandy. It's time to pay bills. Desmond makes his money from authenticating artifacts and selling them. He had struck gold in the jungle. He had gotten several different treasures that he found, and he had went to the jungle to heal from the heartbreak of Michelle leaving him at the altar. He enters the horse competitions to pay bills. He enters horse competitions. He sells championship horses, which his latest one he's been working on is Frosty. Sometimes he will breed a horse. That's how he makes his simoleons. But when he was in the jungle, he found treasure. He was there to heal and he found treasure. So he is working out and he's getting his nerve up because he wants to call his dad. He wants to call Jai. He's never gone this long without talking to them. One of the guests at the hotel is asking him if he knows where he could see llamas and these things. He's just telling this was telling him you're in the wrong spot. You have to go to Mount Carmel for one, San Salvador for the other. He's a little cringe. Something else that's happening. We had some guests that were in the grace period, but they decided to stay over. We need to upgrade number 3, Tranquility. It's a 4-star, but it's the cheapest. We get $617 a day and we pay $250 a day in unit taxes. Desmond is just gonna harvest. Now Harley has contacted him. What she's trying to do is go to the romance festival today. Desmond just doesn't know if that's something he even wants to do. And he's actually thinking about flying out to visit his best friend, Jai, instead. But he may go on to the romance festival with Harley. He wants to socialize with close friends, fulfill an aspirational goal. Desmond is back and he and Frosty got a silver medal for 250 simoleons. Oh, here's his friend Jai. Desmond is here with Jai. He is asking him about his day. I don't even think Jai was there when everything happened, but they're gonna have a quick, deep conversation because they are like brothers. Desmond is so happy to see Jai. He is gonna go ahead and check on his unit because he's got to see what's happening here. Desmond is here and he's gonna do an inspection. He needs to do 3. That's 1, 2, 3. They're out here slow dancing because let me tell you, Ian Charm, they be getting it in, but they're married because that's Ian and Daryl Charm. Okay, let's see. Oh, so he got that goal. He wants to go for a jog. We'll pin that too. Become good friends with the tenant. Achieve 5-star rating on unit. They are new guests to the hotel and Desmond has not met them officially. So he's just gonna meet both of them and maybe he can talk to them each day and become friends. He's at 4-star with all of them. Very close on the Robles unit. Yeah, we're gonna keep them here. So Desmond is here at the romance festival. He's just met some random sims that he has been talking to. Harley called and well really she messaged him just pleading and begging for him to go to this festival. He wasn't too interested in it. He's just not in a romance festival type of mood and he's actually not liking the person who he's becoming too much. He feels like he's a downer a lot of the time. He's agreed to come. He asked Harley to pick her up. She said no. She still isn't here. So Desmond's also getting tired of this fashionably late thing. Desmond's gonna come up here and haggle because he just doesn't know where Harley is. He's gonna buy this snow globe and these bubbles. Oh, there she is. Oh my gosh. She hasn't even said anything. He wants to just have a conversation, just try to ask her where she's been. Desmond did kiss her. They're supposed to be having a deep conversation. He came over and just dip kissed her. She likes that kind of thing, but she's just upset because it probably messed up her makeup a little bit. And you could tell she's just not too happy about it. But she also feels like he's been acting different. And Desmond has always been honest with himself. And he knows that he has been acting different. A life without love is not one worth living. This is butt booty naked showering at the food stall of all places. Like you can't do that somewhere else. Desmond is out here haggling for food. He is going to get himself some noodles. And he asks about Harley's in his relationship. I see a back massage in your near future. He'll throw some petals at Harley. It is really raining, and he feels like that is a manifestation of his relationship. He even thought about telling Harley about him and Michelle. But Harley did run into Michelle that time before the woohoo happened at his place. He doesn't want to bring any trouble to Michelle's life. It's gonna have to be a secret. Harley would have a cutthroat approach. Like she definitely would not let anybody do anything to ruin her made for the world wedding. They'll advice from a redundant life lesson. He thinks this romance guru is a quack. He's gonna come seek advice from this elder. The festival is over and Desmond is not feeling great. Desmond has really been thinking about what his life could have been like with Michelle. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I'm interested in dispensing advice. Desmond is going to call it a night. He is just going to try to tell her one more time that he doesn't want to do all these wedding events. She's just like, hey, I found this dress online and this new furniture, and I need to post the pictures and can we talk while I do that? Desmond's kind of used to that, but it's not changing his disposition. The last thing he would ever want to do is hurt her. So what he's gonna do is tell Harley, I have these feelings for you. I just don't want to do the wedding activities. Let's just go get married. I'm gonna go to Tomarang and stay with Ja for a couple of days. She's telling him not to be embarrassed about their woohoo situation last week. Desmond's just like, yeah, okay, I'll try not to be. Desmond's gonna go home. We are here with Jai. Jai Perry is Desmond's best friend. So we are in Tomarang. I'm gonna show you his building. This is the building that he lives in. I actually downloaded this from the gallery. It was a Maxis built building. It's a 4 unit apartment building. And it has a pool and a area to lounge and hang out. We've got a spirit house here. Washer and dryers are in the back. This is the place that Jai has lived most of his adult life. He is on a conservation track. He needs to get some logic skills, but he's a land surveyor. He is expecting his best friend Desmond to come for a stay over. So he is going to cook. He is online right now, video chatting with his significant other, and he's got some big news that he would like to share with Desmond. Desmond should be here any second, and I think this is him arriving now. Jai is definitely going to welcome him, and he needs to get to cooking, but he's got to get offline with his boo first. Jai has some news to tell Desmond, but he's been very worried about his friend. He has just not been wanting to rock the boat. He also has very strong opinions about how Desmond has been moving. Not that it's anything that would ever harm their friendship. However, he just expects more from his friend. He knows him to be of a certain character. Des is just gonna crash on the couch. He really just need to get away. His dad, Oscar, actually went to the hotel to watch the hotel for him, but Desmond thinks he has everything left it under control there. Ja is just he's gonna ask Desmond if he still wants children. Desmond is saying at this point in time he doesn't think he wants kids. That makes Jai worry because John knows that Desmond has always wanted kids, and his point to Desmond is, look, you're changing to fit this relationship with Harvey. He's just saying you need to be able to be yourself. Desmond is just surprising him too because Desmond is talking about selling the hotel and moving, and John just told him to like take his time and figure out what he wants to do. So Jai is going to actually go ahead and get dinner going so that he and his friend can sit down and maybe have a drink. I guess Desmond may be going on out to the pool. He knows his way around here. John still hasn't told Desmond what he wanted to tell him, and he's going to do it today. I think in the past, he's been worried about what Desmond might say or think. Release the steam vent. Desmond's watching Jai because he knows Jai. Oh gosh, he burned himself. And he's checking on him. Man, are you okay? Because you seem like you're tripping. He's gonna grab all the servings and he's gonna go ahead and get his servant of it. It's poor quality too. I don't know. Jai wasn't cooking a lot, but he's been trying to cook lately. But that's just part of some of the changes in his life. He's a level 4 cook. Desmond's looking like, because Desmond's thinking I could just cook. Jai's just skilling up. He's talking to Desmond about love. He's talking about what he's been doing with his life. He's telling Desmond, look, I have fallen in love and it is with a man. Desmond is like, yeah, let me look this up. Is this news? Desmond's not surprised at all. Like, this is his best friend and he knows him. John wants to know how he knew because Desmond is like, if you're going to talk to me, just talk to me, man. Don't be all over the place. Don't come at me sideways because to Desmond, Jai is a brother. He doesn't care who he loves. He doesn't care what society thinks, and he's letting him know he's happy for him. John's just telling Desmond that for too long he lived his life in secret, but he's actually bisexual. He likes women, he likes men. In the past, he's been attracted to McKenna, who is Michelle's best friend. you like what you like. And Desmond does not have a problem with that. But John felt like he could have been persecuted in their society's eyes. He didn't want to be judged. Desmond is just telling him that he will always respect him because John has been there for him when it was just the toughest times. His dad has always been there too, but he could never replace Jai's spot in his life. He would never want to. And who is this guy? When am I gonna meet him? And Jai saying that he thinks they're gonna probably get married soon. They're probably just gonna elope. I told him, no offense, Desmond, but I just don't. And I like weddings since you're almost wedding. And Desmond understands that Jai is gonna ask him how he's coping with all these things that Harley's planning. He's showing him his phone and he's showing him that Harley's already telling them that next week they're gonna have this big dinner for the wedding. He's saying, I thought that's what we already did, but apparently it's something else. I had to run in and change because it is so hot today. They are in a heat wave. I was gonna get him some water. He's just happy his friend is here. He doesn't even know if he should keep this nasty food. Oscar is calling, which is Desmond's father. I was standing here because he's trying to think of how to say one more thing that he really wants to say to Desmond. He's also going to ask him about his woo life. He's going to ask him what happened with Michelle. Des is telling Jai, I won't lie to you, man. We got down. And he's like, did you fly? And Desmond's like, woo, it was hot. It's hot, but it was hot. I was just telling Desmond that he tried to find out why Michelle left him at the altar because he knows McKenna knows, but she just wouldn't give up the secret. As she shouldn't. That's her bestie. Let Michelle tell her own secrets. Oh my gosh, Miles is here. This is Miles. He is from Flavorful Dreams. This is Marcella's husband. Jai's out here talking to Miles. He comes through sometimes. Usually, if Miles is here, it means that Marcella Dream is in Tomarang selling food. She comes through sometimes because she travels all the different worlds to sell her foods. Jai just is asking about Marcella, but just trying to figure out if her food stand is in town because it would be a good place for him and Desmond to go eat. Desmond is out here. Hey, this is Mouse. He's cool. And we just talking about his love life. Mouse always has some good wisdom. Mouse is showing off pictures of Marcella, like this is my wife, and you should go after what you want because anything can happen if you don't. Or Michelle just got here and John's gonna invite her in. Desmond does not know that she is here yet. She is in town visiting her grandmother Frances, who we followed a episode or so ago. They are just in here talking. He's asking her how has she been. She's telling him what happened. He's telling her like, look, Desmond is here. And she's like, oh my gosh, are you for real? At this point, she thinks it's a prank. As Jai is talking to Michelle about Desmond being here, she's confiding what happened. She's telling Jai that she needs to talk to him. We're going to end the episode because Desmond just walked out and saw them and he's got to figure out what to do. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. And until next time, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.